Seraph is dangerous. It invites players into its rhythm of acrobatic gunplay and unreal platforming, all while stealthily absorbing time as if it were a black hole. Seraph's fresh approach to both arena combat and exploration make it hard to dislike and near impossible to put down. Awakening on the bottom floor of a sprawling, mysterious complex, Seraph begins to piece together who she is, where she is, and what is asked of her. A breach has occurred, releasing an otherworldly threat a la Bayonetta meets Doom. The narrative unfolds via dialogue boxes reserved for the beginning and end of levels. Hidden logs further illuminate the mysterious vessel and its mnemonic inhabitants, though even without these diaries, Seraph's story is surprisingly involving for a level-based platformer. From early on, one gets the impression that Seraph's contacts are deceiving her in some way. Though the story always takes a backseat to the gameplay, the godlike temperament of the powers above, shifting Seraph about like a pawn, make the ultimate reveal that much more gratifying. Levels are a construct of extensive platforms, rooms, locked doors, secret areas, and hidden loot. Assuming an enemy is within range, Seraph will automatically aim her weapon, only breaking aim if her line of sight is severed. Some weapons require rapid pressing of the trigger, while others merely require players hold down the fire button, though accuracy will decrease over successive shots if held down. Weapons and ammo can be found hidden throughout the stages, though only one additional weapon can be held at a time, as Seraph comes equipped with 2 pistols donning unlimited ammunition. Seraph and a certain Miss Croft have a base weapon in common, and that's not all they share. Much like combat in the old Tomb Raider games, Seraph is about agility and dexterity more than it is about aiming and shooting. Fans of adventure games who may be turned off by the game's apparent frantic nature may actually find a good time in Seraph, as the gameplay revolves around exploration and platforming as much as it does gunplay. Seraph is able to jump, double jump, and fade about the environment in order to reach distant platforms or weave through a deadly wall of enemy fire. Seraph's controls are easily adopted, mastering them, however, requires hours of practice. Learning the different enemy patterns and weapon types requires split-second reaction and adaptation. Learning to dance about Seraph's bullet ballet is what makes the game so riveting. One cannot simply memorize stage designs, speedrunning their way through. Players must be able to react and adapt at a second's notice to the ever-changing arena. Seraph is granted 3 lives per stage. Each death results in Seraph's life bar shrinking, as well as being transported back to the stage's start. A sense of suspense is built as death has real consequence. It also encourages exploration and evaluation of upgrades. If Seraph dies, she must go back to where she last found a checkpoint marker. This could be several stages back, depending on how thoroughly players explore each stage. By collecting scrap parts and special stones, Seraph is able to craft new weapons, hone new abilities, and equip passive skills. Upgrading and crafting can be done at stage's end, equipping and readjusting skills as you see fit. Crafting has become a staple of modern gaming, and it's a little disappointing to see a game as original as Seraph adopt a somewhat unnecessary system. Its implementation, however, is quite seamless. It makes an impact on your first playthrough, though the real fun is developing brand new builds for successive runs. Seraph runs at a reliable frame rate regardless of how hectic things get on screen. Though character models show their simplicity up close, their animations are superb, breathing life into what would otherwise be ordinary designs. Atmospheric effects and beautiful background drops make the stages feel like a part of the impossibly large complex they are supposed to represent. though learning which platforms stand in the foreground and which in the back can be a bit confusing. Seraph is an indie game, and it shows, but its thoughtful art design and peak performance make it feel like a AAA product. Seraph is a near-perfect blend of action and platforming. Its world building is complemented by satisfying, never-ending action. The campaign doesn't overstay its welcome, but begs to be replayed again and again, mastering higher difficulties and constructing new builds. Aside from those who hate challenge and excitement, Seraph is a game easily recommended to any gamer.